Tank of thanks, nominate them today.
Xbox. Start Dr. Pepper contest.
It's the one console everyone wants, and your Ozarks Dr. Pepper Bottling Company is giving it away 6 times. Just visit these retailers by May 7th for rules and entry. Winners will be drawn each week, and then the whole competition starts over again. So sign up every week for your chance to win an Xbox One or one of these other great prizes. Must be 18 or older to enter. Brought to you by your Ozarks Dr. Pepper Bottling Company and the Ozarks CW.
On air, online, on the go. K23 Ozarks Today starts now.
It's different running at 3 o'clock in the morning, but it's, yeah, it's awesome. It's a great cause.
Racing to Remember, one run from Boston, making its way through the Ozarks. What you can do to help survivors and victims of the marathon bombing.
Plus free roadside assistance, the new program starting in Springfield today to help you if you break down.
And reaching out to families, what's being done to help relatives of the missing after that deadly Washington State mudslide.
Temps quite varied this morning thanks to the cold front that has just moved out of the Ozarks. It'll be back later today, and the big range of temps will continue. Down to 34 in Lamar and Joplin, Springfield at 39, so is Monette. As you move south and especially east, still 50 in Mountain Home, 49 in Harrison, 45 in Branson, Rogers, and now 43 in Rolla. Clouds are moving back into the area already from the southwest, and so a lot of us will end up fairly overcast, if not this morning, then at least by late morning, early afternoon. I think there's included a few showers in there, and I think Springfield's going to be on the cool side of this front for much of the day. We may pop to around 60 or perhaps a little warmer by evening, but afternoon temps likely holding in the 50s. Once you get into Arkansas, though, it may get past 70 today. Tell you what it means for the rest of our week, including our severe weather chances when I come back into it.
All right, this morning, that cross-country relay known as One Run for Boston makes its way through the Ozarks.
The relay is heading towards Springfield. Right now, the runners are on Highway 60 approaching Republic, between Billings and Republic right now at this hour. KY3's Lindsay Henry joins us live from the roadside. Good morning, Lindsay.
Exactly, Maria. That's where they're at so far this morning. They're in between Republic and Billings along Highway 60. And remember, parts of this road don't have shoulders, so they're running in the road at some points. But they did start in the Joplin area. But the beginning of the relay race started in Santa Monica, California. Now they're going from California to Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, and of course now Missouri and all Boston, raising money for those Boston bombing victims. Now, earlier this morning, we spoke with some of the runners about their experience.
It's crazy to think that the people are still suffering from it. They're still having surgeries and still needing things, and so it's anything you can do to help is fantastic, even here in Missouri.
Now, they aren't stopping no matter what the weather is like and no matter what time of day. Now, just to show you exactly how dark it is right now, we're going to switch off the lights. This is exactly how dark it is when they're running alongside the highway where there aren't any lights. So it's pretty dangerous. They're risking their lives out there to raise money in hopes of spreading awareness and hopes of benefiting those victims from the Boston bombing marathon, Boston Marathon, and the bombing that happened last April. Now, last year, about 2,000 runners relayed in this race across the states, and they raised about $91,000. Now, so far this year, they've raised about $300,000. And it's not too late to donate or to help join in on the relay. You can go to onerunforboston.org and find out more information. But if you see the runners this morning running along Highway 60 and even traveling through Springfield and going north to St. Louis, just be very cautious when you're driving around them. It's okay to wave and honk and cheer them on, but just be cautious because they are running down on the last year. 2,000 runners really in this race. As a woman faces the race, $300,000. It's not too late to donate or to help. Going in on the relay, you can go to onerunforboston.org and find out more information. But if you see the runners this morning running along the way they see, and even traveling through Springfield and going north from St. Louis, just be very cautious when you're driving around. And it's okay to wait and follow through.
Decisions, we want to be on the front end of discouraging them from doing that. We don't want that here. I know Greene County doesn't want it there either. If there's any message to be delivered, I hope that's it. You know, don't be doing this to people. It's evil and it's wrong and it hurts a lot of people.
Here's a look at the other suspects in the crime. Tony Friend and his son Philip have already pleaded guilty. Dusty Hicks and Robert Campbell will stand trial later this year.
A Springfield couple could get prison time after prosecutors charged them with child abuse. 25-year-old Kayla Hill and 29-year-old Dustin Richard are accused of abusing their 4-year-old daughter. According to court documents, 6 children lived in that home in West Florida, and they were malnourished. Some of them also had severe infections. An investigation initially started last year when one of the children complained to a teacher about not getting enough food at home. The investigation intensified after a hospital visit. That's where doctors noticed infections and bruises on that girl. She was just 3 years old at the time. The court then placed that child in foster care.
The governor of Washington state is asking the federal government for a major disaster declaration. He estimates financial losses from the deadly mudslide have reached $10 million, and some 30 families need help with housing now. The coroner has confirmed at least 4 deaths. That number does not include the 3 victims found Monday, and 22 people are still missing.
People whose loved ones are grieving. We want to do all we can to find them.
Volunteers are assisting with the search, and there's a new threat now in the disaster zone. Chemicals have seeped into the soil there.
10 planes, 9 ships are taking part in today's search for missing Flight 370. The crews are scouring the ocean looking for any debris that could be linked to the jet. Search leaders say it's a challenging job because there is no clear
On Capitol Hill today, what the CEO is expected to say on why it took so long for GM to go public with a problem it appears they knew about for a decade.
plus some simple remodeling projects that will add value to your home without breaking the bank.
Time now, 6:07. April showers to start the month. Find out when storms will roll into the Ozarks today and how long the rain will last.
These Ozarks today continues with Marie Knight, Paul Edwards, and show team meteorologist Brandon Bennett. The Ozarks' #1 news station.
It took so long for GM to public with a problem it appears they knew about for a decade.
Plus some simple remodeling projects that will add value to your home without breaking the bank.
Time now, 6:07. April showers to start the month. Find out when storms will roll into the Ozarks today and how long the rain will last.
glasses, and I couldn't be happier. If you're considering vision correction, don't wait. Call Missouri Eye Institute and ask about their laser vision correction. Missouri Eye Institute, tell everyone you see, I know I will.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? Next time, call us at 2 Men in a Truck. We're local, we can help at a price that won't make you wish you did it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call. No more business, 2 Men in a Truck.
Welcome back at 6:10. The calendar flips to a new month, but winter is hanging on in some places. Ski resorts in Northern California are welcoming snow. It's much needed to boost business.
Snow plows are out in full force. A bit much for some drivers. Up to 8 inches fell in some places in the ninth month.
Next time, call us at 2 Men in a Truck. We're local, we can help at a price that won't make you wish you did it on your own. You're ready? Give us a call. No more business, 2 Men in a Truck. Welcome back at 6:10. The calendar flips to a new month, but winter is hanging on in some places. Ski resorts in Northern California. Welcoming snow, it's not.
Sound like lots of cloud cover moving back into the area from the northwest, or from the southwest, excuse me. It's moving to the northeast. I'll bet you that's in Springfield before the sun comes up. So our day is going to be kind of dreary because it's that low gray cloudiness, and eventually it's going to produce some rainfall too. Starting out clear, some of you are going to get some sunrise, or some sunshine rather. I was thinking of free sunrise. We're all going to get sunrise. But cloud cover moving in from the southwest. A lot of us will end up fairly overcast through the course of the day. Here's futurecast. And remember, the cold front that has moved through is going to stop right at I-40. That's not all that far south of our counties. And then it comes back to the north. As we get some better moisture, we're going to get some rain showers developing on the northern side of the front, which I think is going to be roughly Highway 60 on north in terms of where rain showers develop. As we go through the later part of the afternoon, there's a little better chance of showers. Look at the clearing in Arkansas and maybe far southern Missouri. Now, that's going to make a huge difference. Also, the position of the front will make a huge difference. So I'll be honest with you, today's going to be a very big range in temperatures because where it's cloudy and showery, it's not going to get out in the 50s. But where the sun comes out, low 70s, big from north to south. And then as we go through the evening hours, we may get some late sun in Springfield, and I actually think our high temp is going to
Godzilla's actually pretty cool. But he's hungry. It's not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
But believe it or not, for some of you, temperatures will actually be warmer overnight than what they're going to be during the day today because of the movement of that front. Right now, it's 50 degrees in Mountain Home, 49 in Harrison, Branson's 45, and 39 in Springfield, and it's down to 33 in Lamar. So it's, again, a good difference. Clouds are going to come back and look at the temperatures here. 60 south, 50s to the north, and then we warm up overnight to start tomorrow in the low 60s. Today's difference over Calico Rocks. So we're about 70 degrees, and that's down north central Arkansas. But on the other end of the spectrum, Warsaw, Benton County, Missouri, mid-50s. And you're probably going to deal with at least a little rain for the afternoon. Severe weather front tonight, not really going to affect the Ozarks. This is tonight along the warm front as a strong low-level jet gets going, and that's, I think, going to focus just to the northwest of us, and this is for hail. Tomorrow, bigger deal. It could be anyway. I think it's storms start out here to the west of us. We have potential, especially if we get into sunshine tomorrow, highs could just go through the roof, and that's going to lead to some severe weather potential tomorrow. Frankly, right now, I think Thursday is our bigger day, depending on the timing of how all this thing moves through the central part of the country. But right now, it looks like our eastern counties especially would have highest risk for severe weather. Storm Prediction Center has us in a slight, been talking about upgrading that to a moderate. So it's something that we're certainly going to watch. But all things put together, I think Thursday is the bigger day for us in terms of severe weather. Highs today, again, from Springfield south, it's sort of warmer. 60 here, 70 in Arkansas, not a little bit warmer, but again, north is going to stay cooler. In fact, that 60 probably will not happen until this evening in Springfield. But then we take that and go uphill from there, at least hold steady over much of the night. Central Missouri 50s, 63 in Arkansas. I tell you, sunshine's going to make a huge difference tomorrow if we get it. I'm going to be pessimist and say mostly cloudy, scattered storms, low 70s, upper 70s are not out of the question if we get some sun. 70s and stormy on Thursday, cooler for Friday through the week.
Thank you, Brandon. Time now 6:15. Keeping termites at bay.
How to keep the critters from destroying your home.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a awful cooler. This is mind blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said, "That's better than time."
Pretty impressive, Liz. Eddie Blizzard like confetti cake, now a fresh baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
The ARE Truck Camps Bassmaster Elite event is coming to Branson. Come watch the best bass anglers in the world weigh in their catch from Table Rock Lake. Plus, you'll get to meet your favorite Bassmaster Elite pros. Explore the free outdoor expo and interactive displays and more. On Saturday, Costa will premiere the Geo Bass Film Series, featuring the most exciting bass fishing adventure ever. It'll be fun for the whole family and all events are free. Be there April 3rd through the 6th at Branson Landing. Visit Bassmaster.com for details.
I've got a to-do list and 5 acres of fishing.
Top 3 tools: hammer, screwdriver,
Happiness is a brag over movement. John Deere dealer can hitch tractors to anyone.
And the right hand's an IMAX quick hitch can probably cure most of the world's problems.
That's how we run. And nothing runs like a dealer.
Stop by our dealership for special offers taking place for a limited time. Get great deals and service on our legendary John Deere equipment.
Books are a world of possibilities. They let the imagination dream bigger. They excite, entertain, educate. And a book that does all that in just 6 pages? The Lucky 7's Playbook from the Missouri Lottery. With 6 scratchers and 122 chances to win, it's sure to be a bestseller. But even better, this book gives back to education, helping Missouri students make big dreams come true. So play it forward with the Missouri Lottery.
And now, your Statewide 3 News Business Report.
Welcome back to 616. Asian stock markets were muted today as manufacturing surveys suggested China's economy slowed in the first quarter. Pre-market, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's moving up while General Motors trending down. The Dow starts today at 16,457, NASDAQ at 4198.
General Motors CEO will testify today about those defective ignition switches linked to killing more than a dozen drivers. The total vehicle recall count comes to 6 million for a variety of issues. Mary Barr met with families of the victims last night and apologized to them personally. She said she doesn't know why the company took more than a decade to detect the problem.
The fact that it took over 10 years indicates that we have work to do to the process.
What we would like to see is the General Motors
Charlie's up and around.
step back. Instead of trying to just make this structure better, don't say it's special loan vehicles to have out there.
We gotta find
The head of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is also scheduled to testify today. He will talk about what government regulators knew and when.
Critters and varmints emerge as it warms up. A big problem for homeowners can be those termites. Here's what you can do to try to keep them away from your house. First, repair outside heating faucets and water pipes. Keep firewood at least 20 feet away and direct water away from your house. Inspect the foundation for mud tubes, which termites use to get food. If you don't feel comfortable doing your own inspection, we're told you should hire a pro.
To protect your investment, termite inspection is recommended by a professional termite management company. A termite inspection is recommended every 1 to 3 years, but nearly half of all homeowners surveyed have never had their home inspected.
The National Pest Management Association says termites cause about $5 billion in damage each and every year.
If you're thinking of remodeling your home this spring, here are some projects that could give you more bang for your buck. According to Remodeling Magazine, the simple investment that can give you the biggest return is replacing your front door. You'll recoup more than 96% of the cost if you decide to put your home on the market later. Another great place to invest, the kitchen. You get a nearly 83% return there. Other suggested projects include replacing the windows and remodeling the bathrooms and basement.
Time now, 6:19.
Fair
Runny nose to the places you might want to avoid.
Kenny slept it all to the drain. Bucket was 2 inches deep in there. When I walked out, I was down. I was fucking frozen. Can't believe it was 60 degrees.
Just have a 30 big guy. This should help you focus. Wake up with a sausage biscuit, sausage meat muffin for just $1 each.
My pants weighed 50 pounds. I'm down. My shirt.
Glasses, our faces. Single vision lenses for only $39.71, or 2 pairs with no-line bifocals for just $76.92, all with a free 1-year frame warranty. Even mom today, wear today. This is $39.71 for 2 complete pairs with glasses. So come in here and get more glasses for less. And I'm ready to spend.
For Summer City at the lowest rates, let me guess, you pay the max. Stop paying the max. Only Missouri's envelopes offers you a better deal promise that gives you regardless of low rates, including 0% for the first month.
What? Yeah, one of the I had to bill. Fucking power wash stuff. Fucking unit.
Rates as low as 0%.
This is another good. Very common.
Stop paying the max.
I'm Jordan Wilson at Arkansas School District. Sending your child to a small school has its advantages. Small class sizes allow for lower student
We're gonna open it. Let's open it, right?
partial attention in larger schools.
I've never seen inside of that.
Great benefits
See all
that
the
your
water
child
dripping
needs
off?
in a small school.
See all the water dripping
Prepare
off
them
the
for the
ceiling?
future.
Our children are future from KSPR.
Get breakfast and dinner together with McDonald's After Midnight menu.